Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, alladhi manna alayna bimawasim al-khayrat wa khassa shahra Ramadhan bil-fadl wa tashrif wal-barakat wa hatha fihi ala amal al-ta'at wal-iksari min al-qurubat wa nashhadu an la ilaha illallah وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن نبينا محمدا عبد الله ورسوله أفضل من قام وصام وأشرف من تهجد وجاهد صلى الله وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى أصحابه البررة الكرام. To summarize the objective of fasting, which is Taqwa, we note that Taqwa is defined by the following characteristics. Iman bil ghaib, belief in the unseen, and Iman billah wa tawakkul alayh, and faith and trust in Allah. Firm faith in the hereafter, Iman bil akhirah, Iman bima undila ila al-anbiya, belief in what has been revealed to the prophets, remembering Allah through prayers, zikrulillah, spending out of what Allah has given us, including money to help the needy, sadaqat, fulfilling our promises and obligations, ifa al-ahd, being steadfast and patient in the face of adversity, as-sabr, and doing jihad. In regard to jihad, it should be noted that its primary form today is jihad with the tongue or pen or with peaceful political action. Each muttaqi or one who desires to be muttaqi should choose a cause and participate in raising one's voice and engage in peaceful political action in support of that cause. If we are just sitting home, occupied with our worldly life, and maybe doing ibadat, but we are not doing any struggle in the direction of any Islamic or Muslim cause, then we are not mujahideen, and if we are not mujahideen, then we are not muttaqoon, as many ayat have shown. I pray to Allah that may He give us the tawfiq to evaluate ourselves as to how far we possess the qualities of muttaqoon, and may He enable us to acquire those qualities if we fall short, as most probably we fall short. To conclude this khutbah, I briefly comment on some current events. Last week was the 65th anniversaries of the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which destroyed 90% of the two cities and killed about 250,000 people, mostly civilians. We as Muslims should reflect on such events in the light of Islam and in the light of the interests of the Muslim Ummah. We should first of all express our sympathy for so many Japanese civilians that were killed or otherwise affected by this first and hopefully the last use of the atomic weapons. We also need to think about how to rid the world of the curse of nuclear and other weapons of mass destruction. In this connection, we need to focus more on the big powers that have thousands of nuclear warheads and on the Zionist entity that has hundreds of them. We need to particularly raise our voices against the double standards and hypocrisy practiced by some world powers that never mention the Zionist nuclear arsenal but put tremendous pressure on Iran, even though all evidence shows that that country is engaged only in peaceful uses of nuclear energy. We must also condemn those Muslim kings and dictators who are supporting world powers against Iran, just as they secretly support the Zionist regime against the believing Palestinians. An important part of ridding the world of nuclear and other weapons of mass destruction is to promote the Islamic teachings of the universal brotherhood of man under one God. The main cause of wars and build-up of weapons of mass destruction is nationalism and racism. World War was started by the Nazi ideology that German race is superior race, that has the inherent right to dominate other nations and races. In the present time, also many wars are caused directly or indirectly by Zionism, which is also a very racist ideology. It is our duty to deliver and explain the following message from Allah to mankind. Ya ayyuhan nas, inna khalaqnakum min zakarin wa untha وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ لِتَعَارَفُوا إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِندَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ عَلِيمٌ خَبِيرٌ. Addressing all mankind, this verse says, O mankind, indeed we have created you from a male and a female, and made you nations and tribes, that you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the most muttaqi among you. Surely Allah is knowing and well aware. If we do our duty and spread this message that we are all brothers and sisters, created by the same Creator, that in the eyes of Allah no one is superior because of his race or nation, but only on the basis of his taqwa, then many of the problems of the world, including the threat of weapons of mass destruction, will be solved. Also, I note that this week the killing of Palestinians in Gaza by the Zionist usurpers and of Kashmiris by the Indian occupiers has continued. The cause of the people of Gaza or of the people of Kashmir could be chosen as Muslim causes on which to work on by those of us who want to be mujahideen and therefore want to be muttaqeen. Finally, millions of people in Pakistan have been affected by disastrous floods. But the president of the country, an ex-con who is world famous for his corruption, is not doing very much. He is rather busy traveling abroad, promoting his son and serving the interests of world powers. Muslim individuals and groups are, however, making some effort to help the people in need of food, medicine, and shelter. In Dorval, there will inshallah be an iftar this Sunday, August 22nd, in the Dorval Community Center. So if it is possible, you can participate and in this way give some help to the people, to the poor and needy in Pakistan. Ticket is $15 and the money raised will go to the victims of flood in Pakistan. I also would like to make a dua for one of the sisters who is suffering from cancer. So may Allah give her shifa and may Allah give all the sick Muslimin and others shifa. Ya ibadallah, udullah, Allahumma ja'alna min al-muttaqeen wa taqabbal minna siyamana wa qiyamana. ربنا لا تدع لنا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هما إلا فرجته ولا مريدا إلا شفيته ولا ميتا إلا رحمته ولا مجاهدا إلا نصرته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا حاجة أخرى لك رضا إلا قضيتها يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم نسألك رزقا طيبا وعلما نافعا وعملا متقبلا ونسألك العفو والعافية في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم اجعلنا من المؤمنين الذين كان حقا عليك نصرهم. اللهم خلد بلاد الإسلام وانصر المسلمين في كل بلاد. اللهم زدنا ولا تنقصنا وأكرمنا ولا تهنا وآتنا ولا تحرمنا وآثرنا ولا تؤثر علينا واردنا وارض عنا. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. وأقم الصلاة.